Welcome to Tattooed Tabletop, and today we are looking at the Dawnbringers, book number 4, The Mad King Rises. Look at Usharan, that beautiful, beautiful boy. I'm so excited to dive into it, but let's get into it. So, of course, first and foremost, I'm just going to keep the book at that sort of angle, because that light on the side there is a little harsh, so hopefully you can see everything that you're looking at here. But, of course, one of the first pages is the foreword, the prologue here, and pretty much all it does is it outlines the struggles of the two Dawnbringer crusades that are coming from the realm of Gyren and the realm of Akshi. And of course, this book dives deeper into what they run into. But open it up, we got our table of contents, of course, and we have this beautiful diorama of the new Flesh Eater courts, including Usharan. This model just gets more beautiful. And of course you have all the lore bits, and then you have all the rules bits and the regimens of renown. So those are going to be towards the back of the book, but we'll just cover it as it comes along. So of course this is like a brief summary. This has been kind of going up in more books, just kind of talking about like some of the basic lore, how to get into the hobby deeper with some really cool quotes on the sides. I always love reading every single one of those. It's nice to get a good like first person perspective. And this is, of course, just giving you a full summary of what the Dawnbringers have been going through. Covering a little bit of their story before, what they're running into now, including the Ossiarch Bone Reapers for the Gyren portion of the Dawnbringer Crusades, which, of course, in turn are being watched by the Flesh Eaters. I won't spoil anything in terms of story. The book is out now if you are curious to read into the story. But here's one of my favorite bits. That is Astrea Soulblight of the Hammers of Sigmar. And she is looking for a cure to the Stormcast curse. And she hears a rumor of this somber paladin, a.k.a. Usharan, and believes that he actually has a cure to the potential soul curse that the Stormcast go through when they go through the reforging. But of course you get a little deeper perspective as well as to what happens when they all run into each other, and that's crazy old Gormain, the judge of the Flesh Eater courts. And that picture on the right is actually my favorite. If I could put that on a giant poster or a t-shirt, I'd wear that every day, of Usharan taking a swing at the Hammers of Sigmar. But the book these books just continue to amaze me, if I'm being completely honest. Like I said, I love every piece of artwork, the lore that's coming with it, including the new Sakar, the new vampire from the Nullomanian faction with her god serpent is super cool, even though I hate snakes. I absolutely love it. And again, we have some background kind of going on that has been hinted at in the previous books in regards to the Blades of Corn, what they might be up to, and specifically Corgus Cool. And we also pick up with Lauka Vi and her beef with Vordry, with Prince Vordry. So that has some implications, more of the Black Talons, but it's such a cool story. I would highly recommend taking a look into it if you're interested. There's just so many more story bits, and of course my favorite is just seeing the dioramas. Like, it's gotta be the coolest job in the world, right? To just set these miniatures up, have a little smoke machine, set and create the scenes from the stories in the book. Usharan inviting the Stormcast to dinner. Like, come on. How is that not the coolest thing ever? Like, I'd do that in a heartbeat. If that was a job, I'd do that. And of course you get a few more pictures just of the models themselves, and then of course you get into the rules for these. So this is the Triumph and Treachery rules. This is a 4-player mode where you can kind of undermine each other, kind of a fun little narrative play there. It's got some really fun little rules. People who are more familiar with these might know what these are from before. I have never run into them before, but I think they look cool. Of course, you have your Path to Glory for both the Akshi and Gyren Dawnbringer Crusades. And you have some scenarios specifically reenacting scenes from the book here in Triumph and Treachery rules. You have the new rules for Sakar. And of course, you have all the regimens of renown, including the Scions of Nullomania, which includes the new Sakar and her box. Neferata and her court. Again, I won't go into the rules here, but you can look these up. They're all over online. They should be, at least. The Summer King's entourage, and of course this Sterneste Garrus. I can't pronounce that. signs of the necropolis. Like, so basically you just have all these, and of course you have the points rules on the back, but of course just refer to the app. But that is it. That is the Dawnbringer book, The Mad King Rises. Again, I absolutely love this book. 2 horns way up, 2 thumbs way up. So go pick that up.